Let's see if I'm actually live. I'm not live yet. I'm live. Okay. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I had to switch my headphones out. That's why I'm a couple minutes late. Hi. Hi, Liz. Can you hear me okay? Can you let me know if my audio's messed up or anything? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Let's hope that my audio is working. Yay! Thank you, Liz. I'm here to talk about the... Okay, hold on. Let me turn it up a little. Plus, here we go. Maybe... Let me see if I just move this. Maybe that'll help. Minus technical difficulties with my new headset and everything. I'm here to talk about the second year or phase 2 of the Nostalgia Readathon. 5x5. Yeah, this is as high as it can go. Let me see if it's plugged in all the way. But I'm mainly here to discuss... That means it's good. Okay, that's what I thought. It's been that kind of day. Thank you, Liz, for being my trooper. I'm here to talk about the Nostalgic Readathon or Nostalgiathon that I am co-hosting with my friends Books with Patty and JamieReads. And she's JamieReads1 everywhere on the internet. So this is our second year of going back to nostalgia, going back to late 80s, early 90s nostalgia books we read when we were kids. And I'm going to start with going through some of the prompts. Oops. Some of these will make you very happy, Liz. The first one is based off of... Let me get the bingo board. All my papers are stuck, of course, because my printer is not the best. So I'm going to try to... And if you want a physical copy of the bingo board, it will be in one of the links that is under where I said you could follow Jamie. Jamie came up with all the art. Here is the bookmarks with the prompts in it. And that will be also available through Jamie because she is the art whiz. So I'm going to start with reading off the prompts. The Bratz, so it's a 90s cartoon character. This isn't related to a book, but this prompt is for dressing up as your favorite cartoon character or character from any show that you watched when you grew up and posting it on Instagram and tagging us in it. Saved by the Bell, book with a great friendship group. Sister Sister, book with twins. Jimmy Neutron, sci-fi book. Scooby-Doo mystery book, and we're not policing the readathon, so you can double up, triple up with prompts if you want. If a book fills a couple prompts, you can double up. Arthur, read a book from the library, which is mainly what I'm going to be doing in general. That's why this is kind of like a MBR or a might be read or a pile of possibilities, because I'm much more of a mood reader. Captain Planet, read a book by a diverse author. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for popping in. Where was I? And we're also doing other things like watch your favorite cartoon that you watched when you were a kid. read a book in read a book in the dark, which is Courage the Cowardly Dog. I think I missed one. And 90s horror. So read like a Goosebumps. Um, like I'm gonna be reading a book that's inspired by Goosebumps as well as a Goosebumps. And where's the other one? Rugrats, read a book with Found Family. So there's a lot of these that like I don't read the backs of books a lot, so I've got some prompts already filled out that I know I'm going to read, but not all of them, so I'm going to see what fits in. Yes, Christopher Pike. That was the other one I was trying to think of. My brain totally spaced for a second. um, Wild Thornberries, read a book with talking animals. I have one of those. Babysitters Club books. I'm reading the first one. I have a box set of the first 8, I believe. Whoops. Harriet the Spy, read a Nancy Drew or Hardy Boys. I love Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys, so this one won't be hard for me. Hey Arnold, we recently found out when we were discussing the second iteration of the Nostalgia Readathon that there are Hey Arnold books, and I found them. I found a couple of them. Keenan and Kel, read your. I can't talk today. Eat your favorite childhood snack. So whatever that may be, that's a square for you. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, read a book with witches. Another one that I'm having fun trying to find one is read a book that was published either the year you were born, or because we tried to do that last year and it was a lot more difficult, so we decided to do the decade you were born. Hi, thank you for coming. Oh, I love Babysitter. I still have some of my originals. I think my mom has a couple of them though. I love Babysitter's Club. As Told by Ginger, read a coming of age story. Powerpuff Girls, read a graphic novel. And Franklin, read a nope, I'm missing one. Power Rangers, read a book with rainbow colors on the cover. And Franklin, read a sports book. We have a lot of prompts, so you can either black out the board or get as many spaces filled up with as many books as you want to read. So, as many of you know, I am kind of a mood reader, chaos human when it comes to books, so this is a huge pile of possibilities, but I'm going to start specifically with the books that I have to read this month. This one I'll be reading slowly. This is Lord and King. This is book 3 of the Drowned Kingdom saga by P.L. Stewart. The reason I'll be starting to read this, see. Yep, that would work perfect, actually. I have the first 4. I need to read those. I'm actually supposed to buddy read them with Jen from book club. Our Jen. Lord and King. This is the 3rd book in the Drowned Kingdom saga. I will be interviewing the author on my channel on May 4th. So I'm going to start reading this slowly so I can easily take notes and go from there and write questions and all that stuff. And this book doesn't count, but I do want to bring it up because I'm in the middle of it right now. The Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams. It's a high fantasy that came out in the late 80s, so it wouldn't work for any of these prompts. But I'm going to be discussing it on my friend's channel in May, I believe. I'm just trying to make room so nothing falls. Give me 1 second. And this is the last last book that I think I need to read for April. That's a must read. On April 3rd, we will be discussing with the Who Picked This Book Club, The Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And as you can see, I already started it, so I can have it done by April 3rd. That one can go over here. This one I found randomly at a used bookstore. I remember watching Little Bear when I was a kid, so I grabbed one of these I Can Read #1 books just to feel the nostalgia again. Are you liking it though, Liz? Is it a good yikes or a bad yikes? This will make Jamie happy. I found a copy of Goosebumps, Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, because Jamie recommended this to me because I love gnomes. The majority of my apartment has gnomes in it, so this one will be fun, and it'll be the first Goosebumps I've read in a while, so I'm ready for the happy reads. Goosebumps is the best. I'm so excited. I'm not sure if I love this cover though. I tried to find the original cover, but the only one I could find was this one. But I'm really excited to pick that one up. Oh, this one's heavy. Um We've got this. And this one would work for the Powerpuff prompt because I'm glad it's funny because I feel like a lot of these books that I'm reading are going to be a lot of the other books that I have to read for the month are going to be a little heavy, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Whoops, my computer is not working. I would love that if you can find it, let me know because I love the original cover. But this one will be for the Powerpuff Girls prompt. This is Beowulf. It's a child's retelling of Beowulf, and it is a graphic novel. But I like how it's all just black and white. And I'm a huge classics nerd, so as many people know, so when I saw that this was a child's Beowulf retelling, this is my catnip. This is the one that'll make you happy, Liz. I haven't announced it yet, but I am rereading Northanger Abbey for a discussion that I'm going to be having on my channel on April 24th. I haven't created the event yet, so once it's created, you can hit the notification bell. But this is a reread for me. I'm going to do deep dive discussions of Jane Austen on my channel. So I always love Jane Austen, so this will always be fun. Here's the one for the Babysitters Club. I have the first one here, which is Christie's Great Idea by Anne M. Martin. And I have the first 8, so if I want to continue, I can at least continue up to number 8. And this one's going to fit for my published prompt. Oh, sorry. This was published in 1997. I'm a 90s baby, and I love Wishbone. So when I saw this at a used bookstore, I picked it up. And this tie-in is retold by Billy Anderson. So it's a child's retelling of Romeo and Juliet. So I'm kind of curious how this is all going to turn out. It'll definitely happen this year. I can tell you that for certain. Yes, the translation for that one is Seamus Haney, and I'm planning on reading that as well because that is the translation that I read when I was in school. So I'm gonna read that and then read Beowulf and then do like a my thoughts, my feelings on different translations. And there's a brand new translation by Tom. Oh my goodness, I can't remember his last name. Uh, but there's a brand new translation that just came out at the end of last year that I really want to read. Mansfield Park is like my second favorite behind Persuasion. Wishbone is the best. And if you're curious, the you can watch episodes on YouTube, I believe. Yeah. Wishbone is my was my favorite as a kid. That's why when I saw the books, yes, that's it. Tom Shipley. Thank you. Thank you. I really want to read that new translation because he goes in and does a line by line translation. So it's a little bit more of an in-depth translation and I'm really curious. This might shock people, but I grew up with the movie Matilda from the 90s and I never read the actual physical work. So I saw this at my used bookstore and I picked it up and I'm really excited to read the actual and see how close it is to the movie version that I grew up with. And this is by Roald Dahl, and I know Roald Dahl is problematic, but I still always will love Matilda. I'm gonna do these two together. This is the Hardy Boys number 1, which is The Tower Treasure by Franklin W. Dixon. And I have to say, for being as old as it is, it's not in bad shape. Um, so I'm really curious because I always grew up reading Nancy Drew, but never the Hardy Boys. So that is kind of an area that I would like to fill in with my reading. And then this is The Ghost of Blackwood Hall by Carolyn Keene. I'm sorry, this is like these hardcovers are really, really shiny. So you can probably see my light through them. And these are the two Hey Arnold books that I found. Um, Hey Arnold, Arnold for President by who's the author? Why am I blanking? Craig Bartlett. And I have Hey Arnold, Arnold's Valentine by the same author. I feel like I'm sorry, the comments are coming in kind of out of order, so I apologize if I miss anything. Yeah. It's a little beat up because the spine isn't so great, but it's still readable, which is nice. Trixie Belden is actually another section of my reading that I've never read. I've read all the other ones, but not any Trixie Belden. I'm really curious to read her. That's a couple of the books that I'm waiting for through my library, so that'll be for the author prompt if they come in. Hopefully they come in. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Hi Shay. Hi. I miss you. And this one is again a reread for me, but I haven't read it since I was 10, so I'm curious how it holds up. Um, this is Charlotte's Web. This would work for the talking animal prompt by E.B. White. I haven't read this since my 5th grade paper that I had to write on it, so I'm curious how it's gonna turn out. Whoops. And this one has 2 purposes. The next one. This this would work for the Powerpuff Girls prompt with reading a comic or graphic novel. But I'm also reading this for my younger brother because he loves this book series and I've never read it, so I'm curious. And he's already read this one, so I'm gonna read it and then we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Charlotte's Web was honestly, I think Charlotte's Web was my first like book report that I did as a kid. So when I saw it at Target of all places for like less than $5, I was like, I'm picking it up. Cause I have a really pretty like 80th anniversary edition, but it's so pretty I don't want to like ruin it. So I picked up just a paperback copy to read from. Charlotte's Web is one of my favorites. It makes me cry every time, even though I know what's gonna happen. It makes me cry. It's it's crazy when you read it as an adult, or especially if you're rereading stuff as an adult, what you pick up on that you didn't pick up on as a kid. This is another one. I read this with my younger brother. This is Wonder by R.J. I don't want to mispronounce your name because you have an Italian name. But everyone has probably read this. I'm late to the train on this one. But I saw this at my used bookstore and I picked it up. And it actually will be doing double time for me because I'm working on a project that I can't really talk about yet. But this will be definitely one of the books. And it's not a spoiler, but this will definitely be one of the books. I'm really excited to get to this one. Whoops. Okay. This is Scooby-Doo's Scary Christmas, written by, I don't know why they don't put the author's name in these tie-ins. Adapted by Lee Howard, illustrated by Alessandra Sin. This is a step into reading. So I believe this is like this is like a 3rd grade reading level. But my little brothers love Scooby-Doo, and I saw this and I was like, I have to pick it up. Again, this is doing double time for my secret project. Paddington. Who can go wrong with Paddington ever? Because Paddington's the best. This is I Can Read, Level 1, Paddington Sets Sail by Michael Bond and illustrated by R.W. Alley. I love Paddington, especially as a kid. And then this one is another Paddington book. It is a Valentine's Day Love Day. Why are these children's books so shiny? Sorry, my lighting. I had to like adjust my lighting because it's getting really, really dark here. And this is one of the books that's going to fill my gap. Whoops. There we go. Yes, I can send it to you. Or do you have Instagram, Liz? If not, I can send I can email you a copy because I know I have your email if you want. I'm afraid I'm gonna cry when I read Wonder, so I have to like prepare myself. I love Scooby-Doo, and I love that, like, it doesn't matter what ages it goes into. Yes. Okay, no problem. I will email you a copy for sure. I'll do that before the end of the day. Absolutely. And this is gonna fill in a gap. I'm surprised when I even say this to you that I have never read Anne of Green Gables. I was gifted this copy by a friend 3, 4 years ago, and I still haven't read it, so I'm going to fill in that gap this year. And this is a illustrated copy, I believe, from Barnes& and Noble. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And this is just because I want to read this so badly. Whoops, sorry. Whoops, read that one. I can't wait to read them, and then there's 7 more, I believe, after the first one, because the special edition I have is only book 1, I believe. Oh, you're a redhead too? That's awesome. And this one I'm really excited for because I grew up watching the original 1968, it's 68 or 69, movie of Winnie the Pooh, and I found a used copy still sealed of the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books of Winnie the Pooh, so I'm definitely gonna be reading those. Shay, if you're still here, we can read these together if you like. Yes, you can never go wrong with Pooh Bear. Ever. This one, I think it's just it's illustrated, but I think it's just like this is the this is the cover title page, and then I think there's more. I believe this is just book 1, but I'm definitely gonna read the full series for sure because I feel like this is a huge section that I never read as a kid that most people have read. Uh, don't fall. Don't fall. Ugh. And the last book that is on this crazy, insane TBR. I've always wanted to see them. I've never gone to the public library of New York City. I went to New York City a lot as a kid because I'm originally from right outside Philadelphia, and I kick myself for it every time that I'm actually planning. I'm going to a Comic-Con of sorts in my area, and Jim Cummings, the voice of Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, will be there. So I'm gonna have him sign as much as he is allowed to. Yes. That's how I was with Black Beauty. I've read Black Beauty, like, so many times to the point where my dad and my mom had to buy me a couple copies because it kept on falling apart. Definitely. I will keep that in mind. I will star that so I don't forget. There we go. Ah, sorry, this is the first live on my computer now that I had to get my computer fixed, so I'm just kind of working out the bugs. Yes, exactly. Oops. Do, 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 do. we go, so that doesn't fall. I I did that with so many books. I did that with so many mystery books. I had the original. I don't know if they were original, but I'd never had the hardcovers of Nancy Drew, but I tore apart the paperbacks that I had. Yeah. Well, I come from book people, so they never minded. And this is the last book of my pile of possibilities. This is two of my favorite people collaborated with this book. It's called The Ryman Time of Time by Questlove of Roots fame and S.A. Cosby, who is one of my favorites thriller authors that's writing today. So I heard that they were doing a collaboration and that it's based in Philly. And since I grew up in that area, that I feel like a lot of it'll make sense to me. So I'm really excited to read this one. This one will be the author for the Captain Planet prompt. This is my crazy, crazy long TBR. I know I'm not going to get to all of them, but I'm sure that I will be able to black out the board with anything that I read this month. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Um, I I put everybody's information in the description box. I put Bonnie's information in. I put Jamie's information downstairs in the description box, along with Jamie's announcement video that dropped yesterday. So if anybody has questions, feel free to ask. And if anybody's watching on the replay, please let me know if you have any questions. Just write them down in the comment section and I will try to get to them as quickly as possible. And this readathon goes from the 1st of the month, 1st of April, to the last day of the month. So you have a lot of time to get it to as many prompts as you like. We would be. But thank you for everybody watching now, and thank you to my co-hosts Bonnie from Books with Bonnie and Jamie from JamieReads. Jamie was in the comments, and if Jamie's still here, all of her links are linked down below. If you want any of the bookmarks that she created, or a copy of the bingo board, I believe the best place to contact her would be Instagram for those. Thank you, Liz. And if anybody wants to join for our book club discussion, um, for my Who Picked This Book Club, Liz is part of the book club. Our discussion will be on the 3rd of April at 9:30 p.m. EST, 6:30 p.m. PST. I think I'm doing the time zones correctly. That is on the Who Picked This Book Club channel, and that is linked down below as well if you want to follow along with our book club. I think that's everything. Wow. I did less than an hour. I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. Yes, please join us. And if we all enjoy book one, we are going to be discussing, I believe, in May ish, the sequel, because it's just a duology, which is Ruthless Vows, is the sequel. So I'm really looking forward to continuing Divine Rivals, though. I'm going to continue it tonight. Yes. Thank you for everybody in the chat who's here now, and thank you for everybody watching the replay. And if anybody has any questions that I didn't cover in this live stream, please don't hesitate to reach out via Instagram, via the comment section of this video once it posts. Just let me know. And I have a link tree linked below where you can follow me everywhere if you already don't follow me. And click like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And you'll see the chaos of my reading journey. Thank you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.